Warning: the love virus is highly contagious. Spread at your own risk.
Hi, loves. Welcome to the Love Virus podcast. I'm your host, Shantae Yvette. I may stumble over my words, but everything I share is straight from the heart and from my own personal experience. This space is for healing, evolving, and tapping deeper into who we really are. I may laugh, I may cry, but I am coming as I am because this is a safe space. Let's walk this journey together, flaws, feelings, and all. Let's dive in. There comes a point in time when you get in this journey and you start realizing everything you need is within you. Everything. And it's so crazy getting back to that. Because ego will have you believing everything that you need or everything that you want is outside of yourself. When in reality, when you sit here in silence and get to know exactly who you are, you realize everything that you need is within. Everything. And all of it starts from love. Love is everything. Love is everything. It is one within yourself. It comes from out of yourself. It comes from out of yourself. And that's what everyone is looking for. Love. Why do you think people are depressed? Why do you think people are sad? Because they lack the feeling of love. Love will bring you out of those darkness of times. And in those darkness of times, who do you have? No one but what? Yourself. That's where you get that love from. Just like you cannot love anything or anyone that just comes up to you and says, I love you. That's letting you know, yes, that's coming from within. Because if you didn't feel the love for them as well, you wouldn't feel it because it's coming from within you. So give that love to yourself. Have your own backs. Be your own support team. Be your own ride or die for yourself, for your inner child. Be that for yourself. It is all coming from within. And let it radiate out. It's just going to radiate out and bring even more love. More love. And it's going to show up in so many different forms and so many different ways. It is unlimited. You are the creator of your world. So choose to love on yourself. Choose to radiate that love from within. That's all you're going to need. Because love is going to conquer all your deepest fears. It's going to conquer all the negativity out here. It is going to conquer anything that you can think of, because it just does. It conquers health. It conquers fears. It conquers your imperfections, or that you consider to be imperfections, because even your imperfections are perfect, because it's meant to be what you either learn from or a part of who you are, and what you have to learn what to love. Because you have to learn your dark. You have to learn how to love your dark, your shadow, and your lights. You have to learn how to love them all, because we all have them. And those are the most scariest places when you confront that darkness. That is very scary, because it's fear. It's fear. It's your fear. You have to conquer your fears. The places you don't want to go, the most traumatic places that you have tried to forget, but it's yet somehow affecting how you live your life, because you have not given it love. You have not given it forgiveness. You have not giving it the care, the proper care that it needs to thrive, to help all of your sides come into balance, because now they're all working together instead of working against each other. So you have to confront those, and all it starts with is love, 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 love. And I feel love every day. I feel so loved. Like at times I can cry because I have not imagined, nor did I know it was possible to even reach this point in my life. I did not know this. I did not know this. I didn't even know this was a path I could take. I didn't know this because why? I lacked love for myself. I lacked seeing it because I was in so much darkness, so much. I was surrounded by darkness, and my flashlight could not point in the direction to lead me out. Until one day, I just was so sick and tired of myself. So now I'm like, maybe I need a different direction. And that light just shined so brightly. And ever since I've went down that path, all I've been feeling is love. Love, 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 love for myself. Like, I will not tolerate nothing that does not align with my highest being. You have to realize you cannot allow anything to not let you fulfill your purpose. Whether that's yourself, whether that's other people, whether that's places, things. Anything cannot detour you from your purpose. That's why you have to be mindful of who you let into your life. That's why you have to be mindful of who you let in, who you keep there. You know, you have to be mindful, because not everybody is meant to take the path that you are sent on. And a lot of times it is a very, very lonely path. That's why you have to have self-love, because that path will be so lonely. You'll be wanting anything to come up in here. You'll want anything to come up in here. And then you start realizing, you know what? This is why I have to be okay with being by myself. I have to be okay with being my own best friend. I have to be okay with that. I am so beyond okay with that, because I realize being my own best friend is very peaceful. And quite frankly, I can have conversations back and forth without feeling like now I have to not be who all I am authentically am to have this conversation with the person. Because now I feel like I cannot be my authentic self, because if I am, they may not understand it. They may not understand it. So therefore, that's why self-love comes into play. Self-love, 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 self-love. So much self-love to the point that you don't even care. Now I'm at the point I do not care, because I've conquered that. I realize I don't care if you don't get me. Oh well, somebody will. And if nobody does, I get me. I get me. I get me. That's all that matters. Because I get me. I know what I'm doing, why I am doing it, and the reason of what it is about. Whether you get it or not, it eventually revealed regardless, in due time. But now I am at the point I don't even care, you know, if you get me or not. If you don't, then that's just fine. You just meant over there, I'm a meant over here. I'm gonna take this road over here. You take that road, that's your path. That's your path. And if you here and we taking the same road, we can join it together. We can walk this road together, you know. But even if you decide to turn back, or I decide to turn back, we still gotta go our own way. That's all this life is about. Self-love radiated from within. You've been affected with the love virus.